present to you confident communicator Jamal Scott.
How everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you on a history lesson that's spanning over 60 years. From the Underground Railroad to the boycott of Montgomery, to the bombing of a church. A man, a young preacher from Atlanta, Georgia, came to our country, heaven sent. He preached on nonviolence, togetherness, and he had a dream. He said, I have a dream and we shall overcome. Our country has been separated for so many years. But the greatest separation, the greatest, I think in all time, the greatest comeback came in the 1960s with the Civil Rights Movement, with Martin Luther King, pioneers of that era. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Booker T. Washington, and Malcolm X stood up and said, we are not taking this anymore. We all want justice, equal justice for every man, woman, and child in America. If this separation happened today, I would not be standing here talking to you. Unfortunately, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. died. He was shot dead at a balcony in a Memphis hotel in 1968. And in the 1990s, U2's song, Pride in the Name of Love, paid tribute to the great man in America, Dr. Martin Luther King. In 2004, an historic moment in time, when Barack Obama said he would be running for presidency, making critics into believers. He was a best-selling author. His speeches was things of legends, making critics into believers. We saw a death of a dynasty and a rise of greatness, especially in our times when the economy is going so bad. We need a strong, bigger, and we need our economy to get back, but slowly but surely it is coming back. But it will not come back within 3 or 4 years. Like in one of his famous speeches said, we are not, and repeat, we are not just a collection of red states and blue states. We are the United States. Keyword, united, not divided. As I stand here, remembering that day, November 4th, 2008. I remember where I was at that day. I was at work on election day. As soon as I got home, the whole country, the whole world watched as Barack Obama was nominated as our 44th president of the United States. People saw from the outbacks of Australia to the rivers in England. And to see our president take center stage on that brisk, I mean really cold, January morning in Washington, D.C. 1.7 million people. Can you imagine? He's sitting on that podium. As far as I can see, 1.7 million filled Washington, D.C. The mall was actually shut down. On that morning, our president took his oath of office, and he said, at a quotation from the Bible, it's time to put away childish things. If you are trying to tear this country down, we will defeat you. Our country is stronger than this. We saw a complete of 12 recessions, but we made it through, and each and every single one of us. But this one is worse. It comes along the lines of the Great Depression. But slowly but surely, we'll get back to that. And for this, as I say in the speech, our As Americans, we stay strong and we will not falter to the pressures of our government. And in closing, in one of his speeches, in the title on the back of the newspaper said, "Why men and women and children of every race and every faith join in celebration across this magnificent mall. And why a man who spotted and lasted 60 years ago might not have been served at a local restaurant because of the color of his skin can now stand before you and take the most sacred oath. So let us mark this day with remembrance of who we are and how far we come. We traveled in the year of America's birth, so thank you."